Welcome to Cloud Fundamentals and Certification Program. And let's start. So today's agenda today's discussion, it's more in about cloud fundamentals. Now across the globe, it's been like everyone, it's been start thinking of moving to a cloud, including us, right? So all of us is been joined this call. It's like we want to understand about this cloud training, and it's been like what are the certification it's been available on the cloud, and people is being decided like right now I'm working as a on-premises infrastructure engineer, or I may be working a on-premises or legacy infrastructure. So I want to change my career, or I need to move to the latest, or I need to adapt the latest technologies called cloud. So people always have a kind of a questions. It's been coming around on the mind. Right now, you may be all of us having the same question. Maybe it's facing like which cloud technology or which cloud I need to start learning. So when I started this cloud learning almost 6 to 7 years before, I also got the similar kind of a question. Do I need to go for a Microsoft Azure, or do I need to start with AWS or a Google Cloud or a Oracle or a VMware? So people are always having a kind of a question like, where should I start? Do I need to start with the Microsoft or AWS, or what is the latest trend in the market? So we are trying to give you some information about all these kind of questions, like when some people has been just decided to start the cloud transformation. So today's discussion has been more focused on 4 points. Like the first point, it's been like, what is the reason, or is it like, why should you learn cloud technology? So what is the reason behind that? And second one, it's been like, when you decided like I'll be moving to a cloud, people always have a question like, where to begin? Do I need to start with AZ 900, or do I need to start with the AZ 104? So if you look into Microsoft certification, you may be observed like there are a lot of certification. It's been introduced by Microsoft, and people always having made a kind of a question: which one is really relevant to my day-to-day operation, or which one is being relevant to my career? So we are today here to trying to give some information about all these kind of uh, questions, like how to tackle this one, or which certification you need to start, and how to start, and what are the options you have in front of us. So this kind of common or a general FAQ will be answered today, and that's been generally we'll be trying to give you a roadmap, like from where you need to start and how to start, what are the module it's been available. So this is the normal, this is the agenda for today's session. And about me, my name is Robin. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, and started into this corporate or the Microsoft or the hybrid cloud computing almost 15 years back. I'm holding almost 30 plus certification on Microsoft, AWS, and Google. So last couple of years, I've been trained more than 150 to 200 plus trainings, trained 3,000 plus professionals. I'm holding almost all certifications on Microsoft and hybrid cloud platform. Uh, Class hours for this meeting link so will be shared by our team. So you'll be getting that notifications well in advance. So you'll be able to plan your calendars or a meeting. So we'll try to ensure that you will be getting a comfortable time. So this session has been planned. So we are not going to plan in the middle of the day. So the timing schedule will be more convenient to you, because we want the session needs to be fruitful, and we want the session to be helpful for your changing your career, and it's been helpful for your day-to-day operation. So the class hours timing will be in a comfort manner, but will be communicated to you. Rest of things, it's been generally this slide has been taken from the Microsoft official curriculum. So the building or this been parking and all, it's been not relevant here. But other things, like there are some situation, like it's in case there is some emergency, like if you're not able to attend, recording will be available, or this live session will be available. You can go through that. In case you have any doubt, or possible like one day if you're not able to attend, so next day, or you can connect with us and we'll be able to answer all your queries. In case there are some situation, there is some escalation is going on, and you want to get into that, because we all are been working as a professional. So you maybe a few people, maybe it's like a Javed has been working as a manager. So when attending the training, at any point of time, he may get kind of a escalation saying that, hey Javed, there is a my server is down, and there is a P1S1 is going on. So he don't have option. He need to jump into that call. So in case this kind of a situation has been coming, we are working as a team. So in case it's been like you have any kind of emergency situation, you can join that, because the client service, because we all are working operation road, so we need to ensure that there is no impact or it's been escalation on the client side. And later on you can join back and you can go through the recorder session. And still, if you're finding like if there is some difficulty and if you're not able to understand, or some additional information if you're looking, we're happy to help you. That's the way the training is being planned. Lab sessions will help you how this has been planned. And these are the other training is generally we are offering. So like we are into all Microsoft and all vendor training. So our institution has been providing an online and offline training. Like we are into all the hybrid mode. So you can connect with our numbers which will be displayed starting of the sessions, and the end of the slide also will be giving our contact numbers and email ID. So in case your organization or it's individually or your friend circle is looking for any of this training program, we can connect with us. So we have a dedicated faculties and trainers and experience expert has been available, so we'll be able to help you, or it's been to take this training session. So we are into the cloud and all the Microsoft programs we are doing. We are a Microsoft partner, and we are doing into this networking and induction program also. It's been like if there is any freshers, like you have any kind of induction program is needed, or Microsoft or hybrid cloud, so you can connect with us. So the numbers will be it's already we provided in the starting slide, and end of the slide will be giving the WhatsApp number. So you can connect to on will the email ID also will be provided, so that can be you can be able to connect with us. Now coming to this session, how this session is being planned. So right now I was discussing about this training program, or it's been the topic wise. So the session has been we are focusing on two part here. One, it's been like we want you to clear the certification program. So end of this sessions or end of this program, you will be able to clear two exams. One is AZ 900 and AZ 104 exam. Don't worry about these numbers. Okay, I'll help you. What is AZ 104 or 900? So what is the module is been covered, and who can go and write this one? What is the strategy you need to follow for clearing this exam? So I'll be touching about this topic is a later point of time. So right now you need to understand this course has been basically we are focusing for someone is just starting this cloud transformation. Like thinking like we have some people has been just started working as an on-premises engineer or a system administrator or a student. We want the foundation to be it's been clear, and the foundation to be strong. That's the reason we started this program in from a AZ 900 or a 104. So this is basically a foundation course, because this module or this training session is been discussing from a scratch. We are starting from like how on-premises infrastructure has been currently it's been configured, and we'll be discussing about how lift and shift is been doing, or what are the concept it's been available on the cloud. You may be heard about like a public cloud or a hybrid cloud, or it's been heard about ISaaS or a PaaS. So we'll be going through all this topic, and we'll be discussing about general topics, or it's been materials. What are the common materials available for clearing this exam? I'll be providing all these materials also. We'll try to share you all these links, and materials on PDF copy of this and all will be uploading. That Gaurav and team will be helping you for that. So that communication will be getting strong. It will be getting soon. And this session will be in a more practical oriented session. So what are modules we are discussing here? So we'll have a live demo also. For example, like I'm discussing Azure DNS. So the first portion I'll be discussing about how DNS is being configured on an on-premises side. Then I'll be moving to like with some case studies or a scenario, which really real scenario how DNS is being configured. Then I'll be moving to Azure DNS. Then the same demo I'll be showing on the Microsoft Azure or the Cloud Lab also. And I'll help you to practice the same thing on the same time, so we all can be on the same page. I'll be able to help you to create a free account, and I'll be giving some lab exercise also. So with a possible like in your free time or it's been like end of the module, you will be able to go into this lab in on your own infrastructure. So we'll simulate the issues and we'll simulate the scenarios and we'll do a live demo also. So this is the way a live lab has been planned. So the first part, it's been like all our modules, all our sessions is being divided as a modules. So we'll be starting with the module it's called the cloud concept. So today we are we are taking only the first portion. We are trying to understand certification overview. So this is an introduction session. And so today we are focusing more on the understanding the Microsoft certifications, and and the next day we'll be moving to the technical part, like what are the cloud concept and how it's been configured. So all this point will be discussing the second portion. Now, uh, let me put this question on your table. Like, uh, Javed, what is the reason you decided you want to move to a cloud? What was the reason behind that?
As already you are aware, currently all infra is now going to on cloud infra. Already
Okay,
it's very benefit for the company to save the costings.
okay,
Whatever infra we are using, only we have to pay for money only for that one, for that devices like servers, switch, network infra. So it's very profitable for the companies.
yes. So your answer has been more. It's been the company point of view. It's been like there is a cost saving is the, and because in if you are using on premises, there is a lot of technology refreshment is happening, and we need a resource also. It's been like for managing that. So there is a lot of cost. In a nutshell, you're trying to say when we are moving into a cloud, we can save a cost. So good point. Bhumika, you have any different opinion on this, like, or do you have any additional point on this topics? Like Javed is saying, like it's been like market has been moving, and he came with some kind of a uh, budget, or it's been the business input also. Bhumika, you have any other thought?
Yeah, we can consider security as well.
Okay, security. You move to the yeah. So security is another term. Yeah, good point. Any other points?
Yeah,
Santosh?
it also can be for the performance and that long term that cost saving.
Yeah, performance and cost sharing.
Some
Okay.
upgradation required for the on premises after some time that on Azure it's not required on cloud.
In Azure also we need technology refreshment. I think who was saying that Javed, who was sharing this information. In Azure side also you need all these things, but we are not doing that. There's a only difference. Who is doing that? There's a scope is been or the responsibility has been different. So in a nutshell, I can say business point, whatever Javed or it's been Bhumika, or it's been whatever you stored, it's been right. It's like we have a cost saving easier, and we have a lot of service improvements or the performance uh, advantages also getting. But as an individual, there is a lot of job opportunities available in the market and huge demand. I'm just thinking from an individual point of view. I'm just thinking from like as a Robin or it's been Arpit or Ashish. I'm just thinking we have a lot of job opportunities being available in the market now. If you're seeing if you're taking your organization, or you just look around yourself, it's been like just take your company or it's the wherever you're working. Now if you're taking any business, you may be heard about two terms is been periodically, right? One, maybe it's like, hey, people may be thinking like, hey Apit, so we need to come with some automation ideas. Hey, we are moving to a cloud. So automation and artificial intelligence and cloud, these are the common terms right now you may be hearing in your operation, right? Right, Santosh? If I'm or the Praveen, or it's been
Yeah,
Javed, or
sure.
yes. So this is a
Right.
business. Yeah, this is a leadership, or like if you're thinking from a business point of view, the listeners, business leaders, or a CTO or a CFO, or the leadership may be thinking like uh, cost. Like as Javed said, like a cost is an important factor when it is coming to business. So we the almost all organization has been right now has been thinking like moving to a cloud. So the cloud and automation. This is uh, one of the important KPI. It's been like almost all organization is giving right now. If you're taking the organization, almost all organization has been facing this issue because they may be having a resource working on existing infrastructure, but they don't have any skilled administrator who got a knowledge on Azure or got knowledge on a hybrid cloud or a DevOps or a Jenkins, or it's been the Kubernetes, or it's been on the hybrid cloud computing or the cloud security. So as an individual, we have a lot of opportunities been available in the market, because almost all organization is been looking for this kind of a skilled resource. I'm not asking you to put your resignation tomorrow. I'm saying this is the opportunities been available. Like, I'm not saying that, hey, Robin said like, hey, there is a lot of opportunities available in the market and let's go and submit the resignation. No, my intention is not that. My intention is that inside your organization itself, you have a lot of opportunities been available, because your organization also has been looking for a skilled resource who got a knowledge on a cloud, because the organization is putting a lot of efforts to move your infrastructure to a cloud. So obviously they also need a skilled resource. So this is the reason we all, it's been like, it's been even me also, it's been uh, me also, it's been daily, it's been updating my knowledge on the cloud, because it's an ocean. Because it's been like, I started this cloud learnings almost 8 years back. My total years experience is almost a 16 plus years. But I started this cloud learnings almost 8 years back. Still I'm learning. If someone is asking me like, hey Robin, how much you know having knowledge on cloud, I say like I learned only 5 to 10%, because day by day these features or it's been services been changed, and daily we need to spend some time on understanding the services. We need to ensure that we are following this Microsoft Azure or AWS or it's been a Google, because periodically they are updating a features, new services been introduced. There is a lot of changes also it's been happening on the cloud side, so we need to have up to date. Now, when it is coming to a cloud, last a couple of minutes, half an hour, I was talking about a cloud. Some people maybe has got a question here. Hey, Robin, like, which is the cloud right now I need to opt? Do we need to go for a Microsoft, or do I need to go for Amazon, or do I need to go for a Google? Now, when it is coming to a cloud, it's been similar like your OTT platform. Right now, if I need to watch movies, I have a lot of options been available in front of me, right? If you go to a Play Store or you just go to Google, you have a Amazon Prime is there, you have a Netflix is there, you have a C Cinemas, or you have a Prime Videos, or you have a Hotstar, or it's been Netflix. This kind of different OTT platform is available. So based on your choice, based on the subscription charges, you can opt. Same thing for your mobile also. You have a Samsung or a Apple, or you have a Nokia, or it's a Realme or a Redmi, or there's different options available. Similar way, when it is coming to a cloud side also, cloud technology. Now, don't worry about what is a cloud. Right now, you need to familiarize with these terms. So right now, when it is coming to a cloud, there are different providers or a different vendors is been available in the market. Generally, we are using a term called CSP. So it's called a cloud service provider. It's called cloud service provider. So we in the market, or it's been generally you allow a lot of vendors is been available who is be providing this cloud technology, who is being able to help you for moving from your existing infrastructure, or who will be able to provide all the latest technology or services to you. So if you're taking market, Google and Microsoft and Amazon, these are the leading vendors who is generally providing this technology. So we have other vendors also it's been available. Now, Amazon is the one of the vendor who is been providing a cloud technology called AWS. So you maybe heard about this. It's called Amazon Web Service. So this is a product from Amazon. So they are providing, they are holding almost a 25 to 30% of market share on the cloud technology. So AWS and a Microsoft or a Google or Alibaba or HP, if you're taking all this cloud, concept is going to be same only. So whether you take a DNS on AWS or it's Amazon or it's been a Google, technology has been same only, but the name maybe has been a different. For example, like in Javed company, it's like a manager role, maybe it's calling as operation manager. But when it is go to Sandosh Fem, that technical term may be different terms. So like maybe like the same role, maybe called as a project manager, or it's maybe called as it's like a service integration manager. Some different term may be using, right? Similar way, if you're taking this cloud technology also, the concept is going to be same on all these vendors. So AWS or Amazon is one of the leading vendor who is be providing this cloud technology. And we have a Microsoft also is here. Right now, Microsoft market share also it's been moved from almost into 25 to 30%. So Microsoft also it's been say one of the leading vendor, and the cloud product from the Microsoft is known as a Microsoft Azure. So Azure is the product from a Microsoft, and Microsoft is been providing free services also to clients, like a 30 days. You'll be able to create a able to create you'll be able to create a free account, and you'll be able to uh, provide you will be able to access the cloud lab, and you'll be able to practice the or explore Microsoft Azure also. So you have a Microsoft Azure also is a 30 days $200 free account also you'll be able to create. But at later point of time, if the business want you to upgrade, you have option for upgrading also. So the product from a Microsoft is known as Microsoft Azure, and the product from AWS, or it's the product from Amazon, is known as AWS. So Google also it's been recently came with a product called GCP. It's called Google Cloud Platform. This is another cloud product from Google. So Google, Microsoft, Amazon, these are the leading vendors for a cloud technology. So that doesn't mean that only these three vendors are available in the market. No, you have a lot of other players also it's been available in the market. You maybe heard about Alibaba or VMware or a HP or a Rackspace or a Red Hat or Oracle or IBM, or IBM having a Bluemix, and you have a Salesforce and Adobe. These are the other vendors also it's been available. But compared to AWS or Microsoft, their market share maybe it's been like a 1% to 15, or it's been the 20%. So this is the market share right now they are holding. So that's specific to the customers. So these are the other leading vendors it's been available here. Now I'm pausing here for a second. So in case if you have any questions, it's been right now whatever we have point is been discussed. So if you want to add anything, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer that. So you can unmute yourself, and you can use the chat window. I think we have a chat option. No, so you can unmute yourself in case if you have any questions related to whatever topics right now it's been covered. So we can have a discussion or a debate, or it's been
Robin, I have one query. Any reason why Google Cloud Platform is not so much popular?
The reason it's been like Google has been entered into the market recently only, because the cloud has been introduced long back. And during that time, Microsoft was focusing more on the virtualization side, but Microsoft came to know that no, virtualization is not the next uh, game changer. So they also it's been got into this cloud, but Google took some time for understanding this one. Right now, people have been started using this one. This right now, this people is already using a Microsoft and Amazon, because if you take your office, uh, cloud is the one option. Second one is like without Microsoft products, you will not be able to survey, right? Today morning, if you just open your laptop, the first one is like you will have a Teams, you will have a MS Word and Excel and Mail, Outlook, Express. Right now, all this has been integrated with the Microsoft Azure. But when it is to a cloud or a Google, the supportive or a dependent product are it's been very less. That may be the one reason. And right now, they also, in my personal opinion, they entered into this market a bit late. There's one reason. But they are it's been emerging, and possibly in this 2023, they also will be getting to 30 and 35%.
Okay, thanks.
I think someone else also has been trying to ask something. Is good, or so can I move to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So right now, in the case, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because just think like this is a kind of it's a team meeting, right? I'm here to just help you to understand this concept, rather than just a host or a trainer. Just consider as your teammate, and because we want the session to be fruitful, because in this late evening you are spending your personal time for understanding or attending this session. So we also want the session to be fruitful, and this needs to be useful to you. So make sure that you're utilizing this one. Okay. So in case, if you want to ask any question in the regional language, also you can ask. But I'm not good in Hindi, but I'll try to answer it in the regional language also, in case if you have any questions. Okay, because I want the session to be useful to you. So right now we got all this information. Like, hey, Robin was saying, like, hey, we have Azure and Amazon and Google. So again, the another question has been coming, like, where do I need to start? There is a lot of vendors is available. So right now we are focusing more on Microsoft part. So we'll be discussing more on the Azure part. We'll try to understand Azure, but during the session we'll try to connect or the compare with other platform also. So that will be able to help you, because if you're taking organizations, you may be having a hybrid cloud kind of a infrastructure, like you may be having AWS, or it's been like, or other vendors also may be having. So I'll try to compare, even though whenever having a discussion on any cloud topic, I'll try to compare like how this is being configured on AWS or Amazon. I'll try to give you some additional information also. So when it is coming to a Microsoft part, it's been more, it's been productive and hybrid and intelligent and trusted platform. We'll try to understand how it is. Let's move to Microsoft certification part. So before getting to this understanding cloud, let's try to understand how this Microsoft is being announced, or it's been, what are the certification it's been available from a Microsoft. So Microsoft is done. So it's been very beautifully they have drafted the training module or a training certification, because Microsoft has been it's good in this, because they introduce different programs or different training certifications or a different training module. So people can able to go and pick the module based on their job role. Because I'm a Azure administrator, I don't need to spend my time on working on this coding or a SQL or a database. So based on your job role, you will be able to go and pick the training course. So Microsoft is having a different vertical or a tower. Microsoft is introduced a program. If you're looking to Microsoft certification planner, you can see Microsoft is introduced a program for Azure administrators. So the people who has been doing a configuration of the virtual machines, or configuration of networking, or a management of systems or a VM. Uh, for that kind of a profile, you can go and have Azure administrator training programs. So it's been discussing about an administration part. Now, I'm a person more into this kind of designing or a planning for my organization. I'm a person, it's been deciding like how many router is needed, or how, if you're considering on premises, like you may be seeing like some architect has been available who has been deciding like how many routers or how many switches, and what is the IP address to be configured, and what is the configuration that's been required for your operating system. Similar way, when it is coming to Azure side, in Azure side also you need architects, because you are the person who deciding what is the IP address is being required for my organization, or what is the capacity of my C drive, or how I'm going to connect my existing data center to my Microsoft Azure data center, or how network security is being implemented. I have a couple of users who's been connecting from my home because of this pandemic. How securely I can able to connect, because I need to ensure that I'm not compromising the network side. So I need to define all these things. So if your profile is being related to architect kind of a scenario, you have an option for going for a Azure solution architect also. So you can design, designing can be on a database side, or it can be network side, or it can be on the VM side, or it can be on the network security side, or it can be monitoring. So different level you will be doing this. So we'll have a different module or a training is available on that. And similar way, if you are into a DevOps side, so you are into Jenkins or automation or a coding part, or if you are from a developer side, you have a couple of programs also available. It's called Azure Developer or a DevOps engineer. And similarly, there's a couple of special program also it's been available. So if you are into Microsoft 365 programs, like you maybe heard about like a Teams or a Voice, or it's like a BDA. So in case if you are handling such kind of a product, you have some additional training topic also it's been available. Now, if you're taking any of this program, from my experience, I'm saying like instead of just going and writing the exam, I have seen like many people. It's been just taking a certification. So right now, if I'm just I'm holding almost a 30, 35 plus certification. So All my certification I've done after completing my trainings or after doing my self-study only. It's not just to update my the certification on a resume or it's in the profile or in a biodata. It's because you have a lot of dummies maybe available from the internet and you can just go and write the exam because someone is asking like, hey, how this is being configured? You will not have any kind of answers because they just cleared the exam. So our method of training has been completely different. We want our team or our members to go through this training. So this training has been organized in ILT mode. We want the session to be in a more instructor-led kind of a program rather than just attending or it's been releasing on a video mode. We want the people to interact with the instructor. That the reason is like Gaurav, Arjun, and all this team has been and myself has been arranged this session. So you will have option or you'll have flexibility to ask the questions from your real-time scenarios or real-time experience. Like Javed may be facing X kind of a problem. If you are attending a kind of online, there is a lot of e-learning modules has been available in the internet. But many times people have a concern, or I have heard this kind of opinion or the feedback from people like, hey, if I'm attending Azure trainings on a YouTube or it's been on e-module, people have not having any kind of option for asking a question. If I'm talking about ISAs, you may be, when you're attending the session, you may be getting 100 questions on your mind. Hey, whether this has been like this or this. So you'll not have enough time for searching or understand this one. Finally, you will start the session and after 1 or 2 days, you would think like, hey, this is a boring session. I cannot take it forward. So that's the reason we want the session to be more instructor-led training program and the more practical oriented way. So you'll be able to have option to ask the questions. And once the session is been completed, so we'll be trying to give you all the materials also. So you'll be able to do further study or a further self-study also, whatever topics we are giving. So I'll give you some assignments also. So we'll be able to go back and do some further research, and further we can have a debates or a discussion also in the module. And finally, I'll try to give you some assessment questions also. And coming to assessment, we are following a 3 assessment pattern. One is been like a pre-training assessment that to ensure that understanding your current knowledge, that's for a self-evaluation, and you will have in training assessment. So because the end of each module we'll have a live questions or quizzes will be there, so that for to understand what our module we have discussed is been it's been your understanding queue. So just for analyzing that, you have in training assessment, and end of the session we'll have a post training assessment, and we'll try to give you some information for clearing this exam also. So this is the pattern right now we are focusing. So right now the sessions we are focusing this month, it's been like the event we are organizing, it's been more focusing on the fundamentals and associate part. Instead of jumping directly from the expert to the fundamental part, we want our students to be more clear on the foundation topic. That's the reason we have designed a training. It's been covering the fundamental part. So we'll be able to go and write it 2 exams called AZ900, and you will have option for clearing AZ104 also. So these are 2 exams you will be able to clear. So as I said, Microsoft has been designed or it's been introduced a different program. So based on your job role, you will be able to go and pick the certification program. So right now we are focusing on the fundamentals and associate part. So end of this training program, you will be strong and your foundation will be clear on Microsoft Azure part. So you'll be able to understand how Azure is being configured, common terminology or a key terms, and we'll be giving you some hands-on experience, and you'll be in a kind of a cloud engineer like to L2 or L3 level. And later you can go and attend our next program. It's called expert or called architect. So we'll be sending you all that events communication to you. So this is about the training certification part. Now, these are 2 program we have. Now, when you're going to this Microsoft certification portal, you may be seeing like there are different numbers or the different programs Microsoft is being introduced. So generally Microsoft exam is been introduced with a number. So if you take any exam, you will be able to see there is some number they have given. That to just identify if someone is saying like, hey, this is AZ104. So people will be able to understand, yes, 104 is been connecting to administrator program. It's similar like your mobile, like you are telling like I have Apple version like 11 or a 10 or a 13. There are different versions you have, right? Similar way, this by seeing this number, you will be able to understand this training certification is being relevant to which job role. So right now we are focusing on AZ 900, and from there we'll be moving to AZ 104. This is a two training program. It's been configured. So AZ 900 and 104 is a foundation course, more connecting to the cloud administrator part. And recently Microsoft has been released a couple of new certification program also. So it's called AZ 305. So AZ 305, it's been architect program. You may be heard about called 303 and 304 exam. So this was known as a solution architect exam. This exam has been expired in the March month, and Microsoft has been releasing new exam called 305. So 305 or a 303 or a 304. Typically, this has been connecting to the design or an architect exam. And you have a program called AZ 700. This is basically covering Microsoft Azure network part. In the on-premises, you maybe heard about a CCNA, right? Where we discuss about OSPF or EGP, or it's been BGP protocol, or it's been configuring ISO ISA layer. So, but here it's been Azure network or AZ 700 core. It's been covering about how to create a virtual network, IP addressing or a subnetting, or you have some kind of a scenario. It's been like you want to connect your on-premises solution, how VPN can be configured, or what are the different mode of VPN is available. Maybe you heard about like called P2S or S2S or Azure Express Route. So what are the different mode of networking of VPN can be configured, or how different regions can be connected, or a different geography location can be connected. So basically the AZ 700 has been discussing more about the connecting, or it's been network aspects or network elements of a cloud. Now SC200 has been connecting to the security operation part. It's been network security related. So the similar kind of a program called AZ500 also. This more into the network security part, like how security can be configured, what are the different layers of its security can be configured on the Microsoft cloud. So that's been covered in the AZ500 and 800 and 801. This typically it's been covering, or it's been connecting with the hybrid cloud method, like in case you have some server operating system which is been going to on host on a Microsoft Azure, how Active Directory can be configured, or how DNS can be configured, or clustering can be configured, how this can be integrated with your on-premises. So typically this is being related to a server operating system, basically a server 2019 and 2022, and this kind of module has been covered. So you need to clear these two exams, then only you'll be getting a certification. And similar way, you have a lot of program has been available from the Microsoft. For example, like you are from handling a VDA, so you have AZ 140 exam has been available. And if you are connecting with a SAP module, you have AZ 120. So you can go to Microsoft portal, and there you will be able to, you'll be getting a detailed module for this. I'll be sharing this details in the next session, the comment links and information about this program. Now, this program has been called Microsoft Cloud Administrator role. This way, typically, it's been covering a foundation course. So people may be having a kind of a questions like, I'm working as a cloud manager, or I'm working as a technical lead. Am I eligible for attending this one? So you don't need to worry about this, because our program we are configured in such a way that so we are starting from a scratch level. So this all program will be starting from understanding the on-premises, and will be ending with the monitoring and common troubleshooting part also. So these are the topic or the module we are going to cover. So we'll be discussing about configuring a cloud through the cloud portal, or a PowerShell, or a command line interface, and we'll be covering all the service modules. So generally, at least if you're coming for this session, so this is the first assignment for you. So in the next session, if you're coming, like try to understand what is a TCP/IP, or what is a DNS, or what is a DHCP or a firewall, or what is the encryption technologies may available. And if you can get some, if you can spend some time on Active Directory part also, it's been well and good. It's not, I'm not asking you to complete mandatory, you need to go to this. Nothing to worry, the session is in a scratch level. So if you can get it some time, so it's be well and good. Now, when it is coming to AZ 104 exam, Microsoft has been introduced different modules. It's been like AZ104 and how 8 module has been available, and you need to complete that. So that we'll be discussing throughout the session. Now, when it is coming to Microsoft AZ900 and AZ104, there is some weightages Microsoft is giving, because if you want to go and clear the exam, Microsoft is been categorized this program, like you can able to see like there is a different categories they are given, because if you can go and attend this training program, there is some weightages they are given for Azure identity, like Active Directory related. You can expect some 50 or a 20% questions, and how when it is coming to manage your storage, you have 20% of questions you can expect. So there's a weightage generally again. So I'll be taking to all these points in the next section. So like what are the weightage and how it has been, what are the module has been covered on each session. So I'll be discussing the next topic. And in case like I have seen like there is a one person, I think Omega, I think it's been working on AWS. So there is one more program is available for it. Someone has been coming from an AWS background, that is called AZ0200X. It's a 2 days training program. So in case if you want to just understand the basic concept, there is one program is available. So if you are attending that program and our sessions, you will be able to go and write AZ104 training exam. So you'll have almost 5 categories or 6 categories of topics you have, 5 categories of topics you have, and each will have a modules. You can able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 topics you have, 6 major topics you have, and you will have sub modules also. So you need to cover 9 plus. So these are the 9 modules you will have for Azure administration, and you will have 10 module for the storage, and you have 14 module for the resource part, and you have a 9 module for the monitoring and backup. So almost 30-35 modules we need to cover, and right now we are planning in a more practical oriented way. So we'll try to cover, or it will be able to finish. It's impossible in 35 to 40 hours of discussion. And in case if you want to extend, or if you want to have more debates, so we'll try to do that also, because end of the day, we want our students to able to understand AZ104 course curriculum. You will be able to handle this topics also. So these are the modules we are planning. So we'll have 11 modules is been we are planning. We'll be starting from the cloud concept. We'll be getting to understanding the identity part. Then we'll be moving to understanding the Azure resource management and virtual networking. And we'll be moving to the connectivity part called the VPN, and the traffic management will be covering. And we'll be moving to the storage part and management of virtual machines, or VM availability, or zones part will be covering. And we'll see like how protection can be done on this data side. And finally, we'll be ending the session with the monitoring and a troubleshooting part. So totally we'll have 11 modules, and we'll have sub modules also to be available. So this is the overall course outline for our program. So now we'll be covering our 11 program. So this is a day 1 plan. Anyway, this will be discussing in the next session. So you can just the material link I'll be posting in the next sessions, like how to access this course or handout. That details I'll be sharing in the next options. So about our program, it's been like we are following a this is the method right now we are following. Like we'll have a presentation will be available. It's in a module wise, and as I said, it's been like old modules will have a live demo also. It's available, and you will have a live quizzes, and you will have a kind of assessment also. It's be available. So you can, as I said, like it's take this as a kind of a technical discussion or a team discussion, and you can ask as much as questions you want. So I'm not saying like I'll be able to answer all your queries, but if in case if I'm not able to answer, I'll go and refer, or I'll talk to my experts, or I'll ensure that your questions or the concern will be addressed. So I don't think that is a rocket science. It's been simple topic, and you'll be able to understand this topic. So it's been very easy technology. Hands-on lab, I'll be using a free account, and this is the only advice I have. This from my experience, and so next time onwards, when you're coming for this session, please come with a notebook or it's been pen also. So because so you'll be able to write whatever topics we are covering, because it's a 100+ services we are covering. So make sure that you are making a note also, even though if it's a recorded session, but there are some points you can note on your notebook or a diary or a OneNote, and you need to review this notes, because that's a common problem for all the human beings. So like it's been like if you're not practicing or if you're not revising this one, we'll forget this one. So you ensure that you are revising or you're renewing or your notes. Now coming to this training part, or the exam or the training or the certification part. Generally, you will be getting around 40 to 60, 61 questions, and you will have 180 minutes for also for this exam. So passing percentage for this exam is been 700. So the 70% is the exam passing mark unit. So out of 1,000, you need a 70%. So no negative mark. And AZ104, you'll have some kind of a case studies, and you may get some 1 or 2 lab questions also. That pattern has been changing periodically. So you can expect 1 or 2 labs or 1 or 2 case studies or scenario based questions also. It's more into a MCQ kind of questions. That's about the certification part. And a similar way, you have the similar AWS and Google certification also you'll be able to see. So with this note, I'm just posing for the day. So in case if you want, if you have any questions, so we can have a discussion on that. So thank you, T, and talk to you soon. And take care. And it's been good night.